Intro. Did you know 70% of dog owners follow at least one training rule that actually harms their dog? That is a very big number. We're going to dive deep. It will be worth it. It tells me there is a misunderstanding, a disconnection between humans and their dogs. We mean well. We love our dogs, but the information we use is old, sometimes even dangerous. It creates frustration, anxiety, an unbalanced state in the home. This is not how the pack should live. We are here to bring balance back, to create harmony. Today, we will walk through the biggest myths in dog training. We will challenge these old ideas, these rules that break trust between you and your dog. I will show you a better way, based on respect, based on trust, based on understanding the true nature of the animal. Let's tackle the first and perhaps most dangerous myth in dog training: the idea of dominance. It's a concept that has caused immense confusion and, unfortunately, a great deal of harm to the human-canine relationship. You hear it all the time. You have to be the alpha. Show him who's boss. This advice, often given with the best of intentions, is rooted in a fundamental misunderstanding of both dog behavior and wolf pack dynamics. People think this means using force, punishment, and intimidation. They believe they must physically dominate their dog to earn respect. This leads to the use of aversive tools and confrontational techniques that are not only unnecessary, but also counterproductive. They roll their dogs on their backs in a forced alpha roll. They use physical corrections for every little thing, or they might eat before their dog to assert their rank. These actions are based on outdated and flawed theories. This is a deep misunderstanding of how a pack works. In the natural world, a wolf pack is a family unit, usually consisting of the parents and their offspring. The pack leader is not a bully. They are a parent. The pack leader provides direction and protection. They guide, teach, and secure resources for the family. Their leadership is earned through wisdom and care, not brute force. Their energy is calm, confident, and assertive. This is the state of being we should strive for. It starts with your own body. Take a deep breath, stand tall, and relax your shoulders. Your dog will feel this shift immediately. The whole alpha roll concept came from a very old, flawed study of unrelated, stressed, captive wolves forced to live together in an artificial environment. This is not a natural pack. The scientist who conducted that study has spent decades trying to correct this public misinterpretation. The relationship you build with your dog should be built on trust and respect, not fear. A dog that fears you may comply, but it will never truly trust you. Fear erodes your bond and creates a foundation of anxiety. When you are angry, frustrated, and ready to punish, your dog feels that unstable energy. They sense the tension in your body, the sharpness in your voice, and the unpredictability of your actions. They don't understand your words, but they understand your state of being. This inconsistency from their leader, their primary source of security, is deeply unsettling for them. An insecure dog is a dog that will develop behavior problems. This anxiety can manifest as aggression, reactivity, destructive chewing, or excessive barking. The very behaviors you're trying to stop can actually become worse. Instead of being a dominant alpha, become a calm, assertive pack leader. This is a teacher, a guardian, and a trusted guide. You set clear rules, boundaries, and limitations, but you do so with patience and consistency, not anger. You teach your dog what you want them to do, rather than just punishing them for what you don't want. This is the path to a truly balanced and joyful relationship. Let's address a pervasive and damaging myth: that painful tools are a necessary shortcut to a well-behaved dog. When faced with challenging behaviors like incessant pulling, lunging, or barking, many owners feel overwhelmed and desperate. It's in this state of frustration that the marketing for tools like shock collars, prong collars, and choke chains becomes so appealing. They are sold as a quick fix, a simple button to press or leash to pop that will instantly solve the problem. The promise is control, delivered in a box. But we must pause and ask a critical question. What are you really communicating to your animal when you use these devices? You are not communicating leadership or guidance. You are communicating pain. The tool works by delivering an aversive sensation, a shock, a pinch, a choke, at the exact moment the dog performs the unwanted behavior. The dog doesn't understand the complex reason you're applying the pain. It only understands that when it sees another dog or a friendly stranger or gets excited, it feels a sharp, negative, painful sensation. The dog starts to associate the very things you want it to be calm around. Other dogs, people, the excitement of the world, with that pain. This is a direct recipe for creating reactivity and aggression. The dog learns that the presence of a trigger predicts pain, so it tries to make the trigger go away by barking, lunging, and showing aggression first. You have not solved the underlying problem of why the dog was pulling or reacting. You have simply suppressed the behavior out of fear, and in the process created a much more dangerous and unpredictable one. The risks are not just behavioral. Veterinary experts and behaviorists have extensively documented the potential for physical injury, skin burns and punctures from prongs, tracheal and esophageal damage from choke chains, and chronic neck issues. But the psychological harm is often worse. A dog trained with pain lives in a state of anxiety, waiting for the next correction. A stressed dog cannot learn effectively. A fearful dog cannot truly trust its handler. This erodes the very bond you seek to build. The truth is, your dog is not being stubborn. It is communicating a need. Before you can ask for calm, you must fulfill the dog's primal needs first. This means sufficient exercise every single day. A tired dog is a more receptive dog. Instead of force, use tools that facilitate clear, calm communication. A simple slip lead, used correctly and without yanking, can guide your dog. The walk is a primal ritual, an opportunity to lead, not to dominate through pain. Positive reinforcement has immense power when it's balanced with clear rules and consistent boundaries. It's not about being permissive. It's about teaching your dog what you want it to do and making that choice rewarding. This balance is the key to a healthy relationship. Don't look for a shortcut in a box. True behavior modification takes time, consistency, and understanding. Seek help from a qualified professional who understands dog psychology and is committed to humane, effective methods. People say, oh, he's just a puppy, he'll grow out of it. A puppy has a critical window for socialization from about 3 to 16 weeks. Every experience, or lack of experience, shapes their future. True socialization is controlled, positive exposure. Simple things, waiting for food, learning a calm walk, build patience and leadership. Teach what you want from day one, rules, boundaries, limitations in a loving way. The work you do in the first few months pays you back for life. You are shaping a future companion, foundation for balance, trust, harmony. Another big myth is that there is one single best way to train a dog. The problem is the one-size-fits-all approach. Remember my formula. The dog is an animal first, a breed second, and a personality third. You must respect genetics, provide the work each breed was born to do. Beyond breed, every dog is an individual, bold or sensitive. Your energy is the tool. Adjust intensity for the dog in front of you. Watch experts. They honor instincts and tailor leadership. When you tailor your approach, you unlock your dog's full potential. Punishment often seems to work in the moment, giving us the impression that the problem is solved. But this is a dangerous illusion. When we use a harsh correction, what we're really doing is suppressing a behavior out of fear, not changing the underlying emotional state that causes it. Instead of learning what to do, the dog only learns what to do around you. They learn that you are unpredictable, and sometimes a source of pain or fear. This erodes trust, the very foundation of your relationship, and can create a host of new problems like anxiety, avoidance, and even aggression. The dog might stop barking at the door when you're there, but the anxiety that fueled the barking is still there, and it's often worse. You've simply put a lid on a boiling pot. This is the critical difference between short-term compliance and long-term, reliable behavior change. Compliance is temporary, dependent on your presence and the threat of correction. As soon as that fear fades, or you're not there to enforce it, the original behavior almost always returns, sometimes with even greater intensity. The alternative is to build a new pattern of behavior. True, Lasting change comes from teaching your dog what you them to do and making it rewarding. This is achieved through clear communication and calm, assertive leadership. Extensive studies confirm that dogs trained with positive reinforcement are more optimistic, more eager to learn, and form significantly stronger, more secure bonds with their owners. They see you as a partner, not a threat. So, make it a habit to catch your dog being good. Actively look for moments of calm, thoughtful behavior, and reinforce those states of mind. This is how you build the foundation for good choices. Remember, don't just stop a symptom, address the root cause. A dog that pulls on the leash isn't being stubborn. It's overexcited and lacks focus. Use structured exercise to drain excess energy. Use calm corrections like body blocks to set clear boundaries. And use high-value rewards to reinforce the balanced, calm state you want to see more of. This is the path to a truly well-behaved dog and an unbreakable, trust-filled bond. It's not a quick fix, but it is the right fix. Subscribe to join our live Q&As and get more step-by-step guides to build that incredible partnership with your dog. This is perhaps the most important shift in mindset. Your dog is not being bad. Your dog is telling you something. They are communicating that a need is not being met. Chewing when you're gone is often panic, not spite. Punishing after the fact adds anxiety to anxiety. First, rule out health. Then consider environmental changes. Observe what triggers it, what is the body language. Check fundamentals, structured exercise, and predictable routine. Rebuild security with calm, consistent leadership. A dog in pain cannot be balanced. Listen to what they're saying. You stop being an adversary and become a partner and guide. You are no longer just managing a pet. You are understanding a fellow living being. We busted the alpha bully myth, the quick fix collars, the puppies will figure it out, and one-size-fits-all training, and we learned that punishment creates more problems and behavior is communication. Replace old ideas with safer, science-backed approaches rooted in respect and canine psychology. Please, leave a comment below. Share a myth you believed or a question about your pack. If you found value, subscribe, like, and share. Subscribers get monthly live Q&As and chances for custom video feedback. Watch Mastering the Walk next. Every dog is a good dog. They just need a calm, assertive pack leader. You can be that leader.